We've all been there, sitting next to a friend during a test. You're struggling, they're breezing through. A little voice whispers, wouldn't it be nice if they did just a little bit worse? It's envy, plain and simple, and it's more common than you think. Scientists call this schadenfreude, finding pleasure in another's misfortune. A fascinating study revealed people are more likely to give misleading hints to friends during a serious test than a casual quiz. Why? Because the stakes are higher. When your friend's success directly impacts your own standing, envy can rear its ugly head. It's about self-preservation, about maintaining your position in the social hierarchy. But here's the kicker. Envy can be both destructive and, believe it or not, a powerful motivator. We constantly compare ourselves to others. It's human nature. This social comparison can take two forms, upward and downward. Upward comparison is when we look at those we perceive as better off, more successful, or happier. This can lead to envy, self-doubt, and even depression. Downward comparison, on the other hand, is when we compare ourselves to those we see as less fortunate. While this might temporarily boost our ego, it doesn't address the root cause of our envy. Think about cancer patients. Studies show they often engage in downward comparison as a coping mechanism. They compare themselves to those with more advanced illnesses, finding solace in their own situation. This can be a healthy way to cope with adversity. However, when it comes to our friends, envy often leads to upward comparisons. We see their successes as our failures, their joy as our sorrow. This is a dangerous path, leading to resentment and strained relationships. Envy can be destructive, no doubt about it. It can lead to sabotage, where we actively try to undermine a friend's success. We gossip, spread rumors, or withhold support, hoping to see them stumble. But there's another, more insidious form of sabotage, self-sabotage. Driven by envy, we unconsciously hold ourselves back, afraid to outshine our friends or fearing the potential consequences of success. Imagine a talented artist who constantly downplays her work in front of her artist friend. She's afraid of sparking envy, of jeopardizing the friendship. So she diminishes her own light, silencing her true potential. This is envy turned inward, a recipe for regret and unfulfilled dreams. Now here's the good news. Envy doesn't have to be a toxic force. It can be a powerful motivator, a springboard for growth. It all comes down to how we choose to channel those feelings. I remember feeling a pang of envy when my young son showed me a drawing. It was simple, yet so full of life and expression. For a moment, I wished I could see the world through his eyes, with such wonder and creativity. But then it hit me. His drawing wasn't a threat to my own creativity. It was an inspiration. It reminded me of the joy of creation, the freedom of expression. That's when I realized envy can be a compass, pointing us towards the things we value, the areas where we yearn to grow. Instead of letting envy fester into resentment, we can use it as fuel for self-improvement. Admire your friend's work ethic. Let it inspire you to work harder. Impressed by their new skill, take a class and learn it yourself. Remember, true friends want the best for each other. They celebrate each other's victories and offer support during setbacks. So, the next time you feel that twinge of envy, don't bury it. Acknowledge it, examine it, and let it guide you towards your own path of growth and fulfillment. And